What's poppin' South Korea? This is your DJ Brian Ju here live in the studio, and you're listening to TBS efm. It's Monday morning, and it's nearly the middle of June, which means that the year is more than half over. Wow, time sure does fly by, and I really like, that it feels like 2013 just started last week. That's what I meant to say. And you know that saying, time flies when you're having a good time, or time flies when you're having fun. And that's probably why it feels like, yesterday was January, because I have lots of fun here, to be honest, to be here on What's Poppin' and play a lot of great tracks for you guys from all over the world. Also, of course, we play some obscure songs as well, but either way, just being here to entertain you guys, I have a blast. I'm pretty sure you guys overseas who tune in every day are having a blast as well. And you know what? Today's Word Up Word of the Day, I'm going to have to dedicate it to all my BFFs all over the world and all my, avid listeners and supporters from way back when. So today's word of the day is going to be pretty easy, not too difficult. So if you guys can guess it, you're more than welcome to tweet it, text it, whatever you want to do. And I'm going to start off today's show with a song called My BFF. Unfortunately, the singer is Paris Hilton, but this is for all my BFFs all over the world. This is Paris Hilton with My BFF. That was Paris Hilton with My BFF, and you guys are listening to What's Poppin' on TBS efm, and our show is brought to you today by Misha, SK Telecom, Hyundai Motor Group, and we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. Welcome back to What's Poppin' on TBS efm 101.3 in Seoul and surrounding areas, and GFN 98.7 in Gwangju and 93.7 in Yeosu. Now, there are many ways you can get in contact with us here at What's Poppin'. We're live today, so you can also call the studio at 02-778-1013. Send us a text to sharper pound 1013 for a charge of 51 to your smartphones. You can also send us a tweet at efmpoppin or an email at efmpoppin@gmail.com. Also, you can send us a message on Kakao Talk if you add TBS EFM as a plus friend. So if you want to send in your request or just say what's up to us here at What's Poppin', we would really appreciate that. Also, we have a few announcements today. Actually, we have two new ones and an old one, of course. If you want to join us for our open studio that airs every Friday, but recorded on Wednesdays at 11 a.m., please send us an email to efmpoppin@gmail.com with a name and telephone number or cell phone number, whatever you prefer. And our writer, Eugene, will get back to you as soon as possible. But that is every Wednesdays at 11 a.m. So to be a part of that, you have to be here at about 10:45, 10:50-ish in the morning to be seated and situated. Also, tomorrow, June 11th, that's the 23rd anniversary of TBS, and at 5 p.m., we're going to have a special documentary called Roses in the Snow, and it's about the Kim sisters, who were a very popular music act from a long time ago, and a lot of people say that they're the original pioneers of the Korean wave or K-pop. So tune in for that and help us celebrate our 23rd anniversary. And also tomorrow we have a live open studio. So earlier I was talking about open studios on Wednesday mornings to pre-record for Friday mornings, but tomorrow we're going to do a special What's Poppin' live studio. You can join me, Eugene, and Mike in the studio for a special live studio. Like I said, it's going to be live. So if you want to be a part of that, please be here at the TBS lobby by 8:45. Tomorrow, not 11, but it's going to be at 9:05 a.m. sharp. We're going to start. So be here at 8:45 to be part of our show. And, just watch what we do live, me, Mike, and Eugene. It'll be fun, a little goofy. Actually, it'll be fun for me, too, because I think this is the first time I'm actually going to do live with Mike since we changed the program to What's Poppin'. And with that said, I hope a lot of you guys join us tomorrow. It'll be fun. We got to get into the word of the day. Now, you guys know the first song of the day was Paris Hilton track. And to be honest, I didn't know Paris Hilton did much music. I heard that she was trying to start her music career a few years ago, but I didn't even know about that song. But to be honest, I know I said, I'm sorry that Paris Hilton sings this. I know I said that, but I was shocked. It was a pretty good song. It was a decent song. I'm not going to dog on her for something that, isn't, that bad. And also, she's singing about BFFs. So pretty much she's singing to me. She wants to be a part of my fan club. But Paris Hilton, I'm sorry to be a part of my fan club. You got to be, attentive and listen to my radio program. I'm playing, y'all. Paris Hilton does not want to be part of my fan club. She has more things to do. She's partying somewhere. She probably doesn't even know who I am. Anyways, since we're talking about BFFs, of course, that means originally for my fan clubs, I say Brian's family and friends. But for this case, it's best friends forever. And also, our word of the day today is going to be friend. So if you're making your request today, please think of songs that are related to friendships or friends or anything that reminds you of friendship. Or maybe a song that you want to dedicate to your best friend, or a song that you and your friend, growing up, listen to together. Just make sure it's related somewhat to the word up word of the day. Now, speaking of friends, our next song is a group of girls, 3 girls from the 1990s who are very close friends. And, of course, I'm talking about T-Boz, Left Eye, and Chili, also known as TLC. Check this out. This is one of my favorite girl groups from way back in the day. Too bad they're not around anymore, of course. But check it out. This TLC with What About Your Friends? What about your friends? That was T-Boz, Left Eye, and Chili, better known as TLC with What About Your Friends? Now, coming up on today's show, in the second half of today's show, we're going to take all the listeners' requests and play them for you guys. Not every single song, but whatever we have time for, of course. So you can send your request by Twitter, text, or even by calling us, or, Kakao, emails, whatever you prefer. And we'll make sure to play your songs on air. But if you call us as well, since we are live today, you can be lucky and be on air with me, as long as you guys aren't nervous, and you can chat with me live on air. I'll have a few questions ready for you guys right now, or when you do call. But right now we have some Twitter comments that are blowing up. Serena Chong said, may I request for That's What Friends Are For to all the BFFs and all that tune in. Thanks, Brian G. Music. EFM Poppin' and Eugene is huge. Also, Brian G. Canada wrote, may I request Celine Dion, Because You Loved Me, dedicated to those who have been a friend through ups and downs. All right, we'll keep that one in mind. But right now, we're going to go into the next song. And our next song is by a great Korean artist who I grew up listening to. I'd have to compare him to maybe like, I wouldn't say Luther Vandross. Something, let's see, who could I compare him to? I can't even think off the top of my head. But, I mean, great, talented singer. Somebody I looked up to and actually built like a dream to become a Korean pop singer when I was younger. I'm speaking of Mr. Kim Mo, a Korean singer who everyone says that he was the greatest of his generation. And he debuted in the early 1990s and was an instant hit. But by the time his third album came around, boom, the chart exploded. And some people even say that if YouTube was around or the internet was so advanced back then as well it is today, this guy would have been, the Psy of his time, or even bigger. And the song is called 잘못된 만남, which is translated as We Shouldn't Have Ever Met. It's a song about a dude who introduces his best friend to his girlfriend, and then the girl breaks up with him and starts dating his friend. So, I don't know. You guys make the judgment. What's it wrong? Or how's it wrong? Is it more wrong for the girl, for the friend, or just yourself because you're the dumb one for finding the wrong girl and the wrong friend? I don't know. Tell us your opinion. Tweet us, text us, message us however you want to. And we're going to get into the song right now. This is Kim Mo with 잘못된 만남. This is the final song of the first half of our show. It's called Tongue Tied by a group called Group Love. And I'll be back with part 2 after the break. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when the tire blows up? Alrighty, guys, welcome back to What's Poppin'. Now it's time for Paparazzi. Well, you guys know from the song that I just sang what today's paparazzi story is about. Now, today we're talking about the band Inner Circle, who many people say was once a one-hit wonder for the song Bad Boys. Well, the band was in New Orleans last week traveling between shows when suddenly the front left tire exploded and the bus went out of control and the driver had no choice but to swerve off the road and hit a fence. Now, here's a part of the news that I actually have here in my hand. A rep for the band tells TMZ the guys are bummed about the bus, but they're so happy no one got hurt. And we're told the current tour will continue as scheduled. Yes, it was. They're very lucky because no one got hurt. It's just the tire exploded, of course, and they had to swerve off. And the band knew immediately what to do, and they called the cops, of course, which is one of, I guess, an appropriate situation for them, since the band made their song very famous on a show in America that came out a long time ago called Cops. And the cops arrived on the scene and helped them out. And the band then took snapshots of the cops to show their appreciation. So this time it looks like the cops came for the good boys. Since we're talking about the Inner Circle and cops, you can pretty much guess which song we're going to play for you guys right now, which is set up for y'all. Check it out. This is Bad Boys by Inner Circle. That was Inner Circle with Bad Boys. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys from the States who knew this show back in the day, Cops, This is the theme song. They actually played it in the beginning of the show and actually the end of the show. But I always wondered what they meant by chuck it on your mother and you chuck it on your father. What is that? I don't get that. I don't know that word. I don't know what it means. Then you chuck it on me and you chuck it on him and you chuck it. Yeah, I don't know. Chucking? I don't know what that means. Anyways, we have a text message that just came in about the question I asked earlier about 김건모's song 잘못된 만남. I was asking if it's the girl's fault or the best friend's fault, and 1078 wrote, it's totally man's fault. Nobody take a lover from someone's lover. Actually, I have to say it's both people's faults because, you know, your friend is not really your friend if he's taking your girlfriend, and the girlfriend, she's not really in love with you if she's willing to give up that love to start a new relationship with your best friend. So I agree with you on this, and to add to that, I also think that it's the girlfriend's fault as well. But right now, we have a special caller online right now. Perfect timing because we're live today. The TBS efm, What's Poppin'? Who am I speaking to?
Hey, this is Amy.
Amy from? Where are you calling from?
I'm from Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville, Tennessee, one of my favorite places in the world. Wow.
I know, right? Yeah.
Did you know that was one of my favorite places?
Of course.
Ah.
Why wouldn't it be?
Wait, did you know that I was in Nashville a few years ago? I think like 3, 4?
I didn't know that.
Oh, actually, you know that I was on a project called Third Wave, or I still am.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we recorded most of the Third Wave tracks in Nashville.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, it was a fun time. Awesome. I feel like I'm talking to somebody from home, even though I'm not from Nashville. I just feel like, you know, people always tease me growing up because I'm from South Jersey. And, you know, from time to time, I do have a slight twang that comes out in my my speech. So how's it there right now?
You don't sound like you're from Jersey.
Huh?
You don't sound like you're from Jersey.
Do I not? I don't sound like I'm from Jersey at all?
No.
Oh, wait, so what is a typical Jersey accent that would actually make you think that I'm from Jersey? I hope it's not like the Jersey Shorecast, those guys.
I was just getting ready to say that, but I'll change my answer.
Hey, yo, Snooki. Hey, yo, Tony. No, not a lot of people talk like that. Or especially me, being Korean American. If I spoke like that, you would have to smack me upside my head because I would look really goofy.
Oh.
Yes. And sound goofy. What time is it right now in Nashville?
It is 7:38 p.m.
7:38 p.m. All right, you know what the word of the day is today, right?
Friends.
Alrighty. So, my question to you is, what's the best thing that a friend has ever done for you in your life? Like, you know, during hard times, or even just something goofy that you want to mention on the air right now?
The best thing that one of my friends has ever done is just, you know, been there for me through everything that I've ever been through.
Okay. Well, with that said, what, is there like a shout out or a message that you want to say right now live on air to all your friends?
I just want to say thank you and that I love y'all. That's
pretty simple. Short and simple. That's the best thing. All right. Anything else that you want to add or give a shout out to anybody on air as you're on air right now?
I can't think of anyone.
See, that always happens to everybody. Happens to me as well. Well, thank you very much for calling in.
Yeah, thanks for having me on air. It's awesome.
Well, thank you for tuning in. Do you try to tune in pretty much every day when you can?
I do.
All right, that's awesome. All right.
Yeah.
Have you been to Korea before?
I haven't.
You haven't been to Korea. All right. Well, I mean, I would say nowadays is probably the perfect time to come to Korea, but that'd be a lie. Only because it's freaking hot here. Like, it's scorching hot for me. Like the humidity. Like, does it get really humid in Tennessee?
It does, and it's terrible.
Okay, well, Korea isn't much better with the humidity. I mean, everything else is fun. You know, you got parties going on, people dressing more, I guess, you know, lightly. You know, you got tank tops and people dressing like they're going to go to the beach and all. But the only problem is the humidity, and I can't stand humidity. That's why I like being in the booth with the AC on. Well, thank you once again for calling, and I believe you have a song request right now.
I do. I want to request Umbrella by Rihanna.
Perfect song. That's a perfect song because pretty soon after the humidity and the heat, we're going to have the monsoon season here in Korea, and I'm pretty sure people are going to be carrying around their umbrellas. So thank you, Amy, for calling from Nashville, Tennessee. And hopefully one day I can go to Nashville and meet you in person, and we can have some good Nashville home cooking.
Oh, absolutely.
All righty. Thanks again.
All right, thanks.
All right, you have a wonderful day. Once again, that was Amy from Nashville, Tennessee. Feels like home to me, of course, because Nashville is one of the places that actually told a lot of people that once I get older and retire, I'd want to settle down in Nashville because it's just a very homey, warm place in America. And last time I was there, they had amazing food. Anyways, I have to play the song that was requested by Amy. Check it out. This is Rihanna featuring Jay-Z with Umbrella. That was Rihanna with Umbrella, and that wasn't the version with Jay-Z, but actually the remix version featuring Wyclef Jean. All right, right now we're going to read some Twitter comments. I said questions, Twitter comments. Actually, before we go into a comment, we have Lisa from Canada. She actually sent in an acronym on Kakao Talk right now. She said, your show as a friend, which is the word of the day. She split up the word friend with all the letters, of course. F, fresh and poppin'. R, ridiculously funny. I, interesting news and songs. E, entertaining DJ and guest, snort, snort. N, natural high. D, delirious on those cray-cray days. Well, thank you very much. That's very creative, Lisa, that you took the time out to actually do that for us. It's really, really, appreciative, and we're very thankful that you did that for us. It's very creative. Alrighty, we have some Twitter comments as well, blowing up. Whoa, 31 new interactions. That's how we blow up here. Clicking on it. All right. Man wrote, quality is better than quantity. I believe that truly. However, we tend to have fair-weathered friends once, which is not bad. That's true. That happens in life. You have your friends that you can't really call your best friends. And at one time, they were your close friends. But then, from time, passes by and your relationship with that person can slowly, just die out. But it's not like you're completely not friends with this person anymore. I have a few friends from my high school years who I kept in touch for the first 5 or 6 years since I've been in Korea. But then with time, of course, kind of faded away. But, I mean, we still keep in touch. Good thing before, all the social network pages online. But unfortunately, we're not best of friends. When I go back to Jersey, I see them every time I go back. But there are always the same group of girls from high school. My girls, I'm going to call them the girls from Holy Spirit High School, that we actually get together for dinner every time. And we're planning on doing that the same thing this year. Every year I go home and we have dinner at a nice Italian restaurant, catch up, chit-chat about what's going on in their lives and my life, and it's just a fun time. So keep those friends closer and closer even as the years go by. But right now we have a song request from BFF Jaywalker Asiatics. Check it out. This is Bill Withers with Lean On Me. Once again, that was Bill Withers with Lean On Me. Great song. One of the songs I remember listening to when I was growing up, and it made me tear up. I think this is the first song I listened to that made me feel emotional and sentimental and just, great about living in a world where we have people that we can depend on, friends, family, and this is the perfect song. And I dedicate this to everybody around the world, all my BFFs, all my family, who I'm going to see in about 2 weeks. As you guys know, I'm going to New Jersey in about 2 weeks. So while I'm gone, don't miss me too much. We'll get that settled. We'll probably get a substitute, or I'll just pre-record some shows for y'all. We'll handle all that very shortly. But unfortunately, right now, it's time for me to say, now it's time to say goodbye to all my BFFs. Yes, it's time to wrap up today's show. But thank you for tuning in to What's Poppin', of course, again. But we'll be back again tomorrow with a special live open studio with Mr. Michael Jones and Eugene Huang. They're going to be with me in the studio tomorrow live. So if you guys are in the area, you want to come and join us and see what we do on our live program days, please come tomorrow, 8:45, 8:50-ish in the morning, tomorrow morning. And Eugene will help you get settled and come into the booth and see what's going on with me. So that's tomorrow. Make sure you're here for live open studio. Well, anyways, we have to play the last song of the hour. This is requested by Joanna, and this is Miss Beyonce, or Mrs. Beyonce, with Worldwide Woman. This is Brian G. once again, signing off. See you tomorrow. Peace.